It's a room start because I've run late already by like nearly 10 minutes. Come on, phone, come on. Come here. Okay. So, start Galaxy Alpha. So, voila. Start the Galaxy Alpha. Then we can launch ACC realm virus. I need to. Switch car. Where's my Porsche Cup? Cup. There, Cup. Server list. Spelling. Now we have a server. And then connect. There's so far not many Porsche. Oh wait, are those Porsche? Those aren't Porsche. Are these STs? Oh, is Brian driving an ST? No, he's driving a Porsche Cup like me. Huh? Because so far we have only O'Brien and Kulmani with the Porsche Cup having said fast times, and then it's just a massive wall of STs before we come to the GT4s. And there's no other Porsche Cups, which is really weird because there have been way more Porsche Cups that have signed up for this event outside of those. Like, it had been like nearly 50-50 between Porsche Cups and STs, but now we have like a massive ST turn. Oh, I forgot to copy the setup for this server. Right, let me just briefly deal with that. Yeah, we can't do this. I need to. Where can I get my setup for? That's a bit of more of a pain in the ass. That's a stupid file. What the setup's in. Oh dear. Setups. Where's the these caustic setups? Open with 7. Open archive, and then venture into this with where's my Laguna Seca? Laguna Seca. I have noticed that copying it straight out of there causes massive issues with my current implementation of the ACC setup manager. Just copying straight out of oh great, the add setup dialog decided to pop up on the second screen. This is brilliant. It's sorry, so one set. Okay. So after half an hour of fiddling around with files, we finally have a setup now imported. Brilliant. Load set. I think those tire pressures are slightly too high, to say the least. So, ABS. Oh, that's all should be fine. Telemetry, that's what I need to check. Brake pads. How much stuff? Do we have unlimited tires? Yes, we do have enough unlimited tires. We don't need 60 liters worth of fuel. We have 30-minute races. Way less fuel will suffice. However, 2 brake pad blanking is way too little in these conditions. But more likely to need like 3 or 4 even. How we even get anywhere? Brake bias, move the shit rearwards. Oh god. 25 thumb stop range, you fucking want to murder me. I saw that, I'm not gonna fall for that shit. Immediately up with this stuff. 25 bump stop range on the rear is just death in the setup. They're just asking for you to die immediately. Right. You forgot the pit speed limiter? Right, okay. Stretch. What's up? Yes, it's Cup and GT4s. And STs. All cars that are not GT3 cars. Because technically the Writer Engineering and the Jag are also still GT3 cars. And I'm driving the Cup because it's probably going to be also the quickest class. But I'm not quite sure. The ST might be quicker than that.
Yellow flag accepted.
This is a fun corner for the Porsche. I mean, there's enough time spread, I would say. Currently, the first 2 cars are Cups, and then it's a wall of STs before you get to the GT4s. Ah, fuck. Completely cooked up this corner. Ah, come on! But yeah, I mean, the GT4s have... I know that around... because I haven't looked at the times when I was on the timing sheet. But they don't really have that similar times, usually, GT4s and Cup. The Cup is about, like, what, 5 seconds? Like, GT4s are usually, like, 10 seconds pull up slower than GT3s, and the Cup is about, like, 5 seconds slower than the GT3. 5 to, like, 6-7 seconds. So, sure, you could have the potential where you have a very slow, like, ST driver. In the past, like, I need to focus on driving off the road constantly, but like in the past I hosted once a big grid race, Sim Racing 604, around Suzuka with 100 cars with GT3, GT3, 2 splits, then 2 classes of GT3, then also GT4s and the STs. And there were like 4 ST cars, and some of them were just about faster than the GT4s. Like, I didn't have to pass any, but like I wasn't lapping particularly slower than them either during the race. Also, although that race is also known for a horrendous T1. Why is this car dying right now? Hello? Why is my car deciding to do death? I'm just trying to get around the corner and it just goes, nope, rear tires are not gonna do it. Yeah, it was... I mean, it was about... Why the fuck do I drive every single time off the road here? God damn it, I'm going to reset and hope that I get tires that don't fucking die immediately. But yeah, I mean, the current times is 27.3 obviously from O'Brien, and then Qualy, that's the 2 Porsche Cups. And then it's down to P12. So up to a gap of 4 seconds it's STs, then it starts about 4.8 seconds behind the fastest time, the GT4s. That's where the GT4 starts. There's one ST in between there, it's after the first 3 who's like 6 seconds, but he's like 2 seconds off the last ST, so I'm just counting him as just being slow. Sorry, but that sounds a bit slow. Perhaps open the brake duct one more click. I don't know. Yeah, if I'm not driving the thing off the road, it should actually be halfway stable. It felt pretty decent. Till it decided to start murdering me on my second lap. That wasn't particularly fun when it started to do that. I didn't check if we potentially have even a pit window in these short 30-minute sprints. Probably not, because it's a 30-minute sprint. So there's no point in having... No point in having a pit window in the middle of the damn thing. Because we're double heading anyway. And I would like a lap on the boards at some point to see how far I am behind O'Brien, as usual. Oh, no, not again. I need to figure out the line through there where I'm not dying immediately. And a braking point where I don't completely overshoot the corner would also be helpful. I think he didn't particularly appreciate getting squeezed down the exit. But I thought I hadn't cleared enough that he would drop behind me. Whoa! Bit of oversteer there on the gear change. Not something foreign to. Come on, Lucas, brake earlier! With how late you're braking, you're not making those corners. 28.2 for being a relatively scruffy lap. Including one overtake on a GT4. Though I have to overtake another one in the same section.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Yellow flag in sector 3.
And carry a bit more speed through. To scrub quite a bit of speed there off. Right, okay, half a second improvement immediately. Still, it's about a second of Brian. Not so surprising that part. The over rotation mid corner T1 is not particularly appreciated. I think the right rear tire gets quite hot, most likely from my T1 escapades. I still brakes a bit much there. As it is a half an hour race, we probably won't even encounter traffic at all during the race, because the track is. Because catching the GT4s, they're not too much slower than us, so we won't likely catch them at all. The only time you will see them is during the race start and anyone that decides to die mid-race. Yeah, I just noticed that Peter had moved his goalpost down to a 26.8, which is very Peter to do. I'm not squaring off the corner correctly there. And then overshoot this corner here, okay. Accelerate back out of the corner. Up the hill. Getting slowed down for this call is a fucking nightmare. Oh no! Too much power. I should stay probably in second for the acceleration out of that corner. Yeah, I could have severely cut into that lap, but with how the traffic is, most likely he's not getting particularly many chances for good laps either. Let's face that. Maybe 4th gear, I need to perhaps try that.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Didn't particularly pick that overtake, but I guess I got it.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh god, why the fuck did you just send... I think I just caused another pile up there. I'm a daring free white because I think the Merc in the middle got pressured into the Merc on the right and the Merc on the right didn't realize what the hell was happening. I for sure as hell gave enough room for all of them. But there's more than enough space going up that hill for 3 cars to somewhat fit. There's enough asphalt. Not really enough room on the road, really. But when you're a faster car coming through, you can clear those guys before the next corner, causing absolutely no issues in the end. Well, it is if the other 2 cars make it up there. Oh, come on!
Got some light damage on the front of the
I wanted to see finally values of my tires and not just death. It would have been mildly appreciated to not just see death. Gather some values. Because I couldn't get any values so far. The rear right gets hot, that's conclusion. Not what we can draw out of it, but like that doesn't tell me much. Besides the rear right hot. There's 2 minutes on the clock really remaining. There's not much I can really do at this point. I guess I can reduce the tire pressure slightly. We have already very open brake ducts. For consideration, if we're at 30 degrees, I have 4 brake ducts. That's all fine and good, that should be fine. Just this right rear tire gets really plummeted. Maybe I open up the brake ducts 1 click further on the rear, I guess. I need to re-increase the pressures there. Oh yeah, right, we need to, for next up going into qualifying, I need to adapt, how much am I got? 1.5 liters, Jesus. Nothing. Okay, considering this a little, I can suggest this, list of things I can adjust, I can... oh yeah, we need to slightly increase the pressures on the front. Because in qualifying, when you take the fuel out, the car will need more pressures on the front to compensate against the situation. Right, go off the drags for now. Alright. Okay, seems like we have now 4 cars. It was Joe Dallas that flashed by when I was spun out in the gravel. Putting his first flyer in with an impressive only 6/10 of Peter. He's probably gonna prove it as alright with how fast he's going. Nah, he's slightly improved. Not by much, only a 10th. It was roughly as fast as I could go, but I have a couple more laps than him on the clock. So that's more frightening. And I'm babying my car in some areas for sure. Whoa, it nearly murdered him there as well. It's definitely not forgiving around this circuit for sure. Where have all the cups gone? We had so many cup cars. Oh gods. the temperature just shot up from 30 degrees track in the air up to 40 degrees track. So we're going to just chop some pressures out of these tires. And hope this stuff works. That's enough. I should probably save the set, honestly. I haven't done that. Not Git. Probably should be opening up the brake ducts even more. I haven't.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
So. Thanks. Appreciate this.
Slow car ahead. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Seems we have a lot of space in front of that ST. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass you as well. Thanks. Because there's so much room, I don't need to slow down. I can just pass you guys and we're not slowing anybody further down. I mean, you guys lift it off. It's nice and all. Just not quite necessary on first reconnaissance lap, or we can just flash by. Second gear is a good idea, so I don't die immediately on the acceleration out of the corner.
Yellow flag accepted.
Yeah, fourth gear totally works for the corner. That's pretty nicely hooked up right now. Okay. But it doesn't seem I got a cut for that. Which that part is pretty surprising. Hello. Problem is getting stopped the car without first gear in that corner. Because I don't want to shift down into a gear and then upshift before I even start accelerating.
Yellow flag.
God, I must have lost like, a lot of time over the hill here.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful. Well done, mate. Personal best.
A lot of gravel there. And then missing apex here. Radius of the lost apex. But way more speed up the hill here. Although having a lot of lockup up the hill. Yeah.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Oh god!
Yellow flag. Be careful there.
One of my scruffiest laps ever. But provisional pole position right now.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful. Slow car ahead.
But this time around I can't improve on it because there's traffic. Considering how much time there was in that lap, with how many massive errors there were. That's fast up the hill.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
It's cost me a bit onto this lap, but it doesn't matter. Broke a bit early here. The rear right tire's quitting. Like that tire had so enough from this. I need to. Shouldn't be continuing on, I should just be reloading. Let me pull over.
Landing validated.
Let me pull over. Like, damn, this poor rear, that poor rear tire. I think it's the pressure were pretty low on the rear actually. And the front pressures, they're also not too high either. If I stay on pole position for that with that lap, I'm gonna laugh because there's like at least half a second or so in there. For a good driver, it's half a second in there. I probably can't get half a second out of that lap. But I can definitely get a few tenths more out of that lap. And right now the top 3 in Cup are separated by less than a tenth of a second. So that's just insane.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Oh yeah, Jodell has just improved. It was inevitable that it would improve. He moved the benchmark 6 tenths down the road.
There's a slow car ahead.
Getting a gap in traffic is quite the difficult part here. And I'm worried for the race with my rear right just completely overheating constantly. A problem child, the rear right. Oh, way too close for this time around.
There's a slow car
Oh,
ahead.
come on.
Yellow flag ahead. Good job. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Could have easily cleared him if he actually moved his ass.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
No, it cost me like a second here. One attempt. Missed apex there. An even worse exit than before. Fuck me. Come on.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
All gone, fuck. Could have gone for a decent lap, but it just got lost completely. Man, I gave you like 5 seconds.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
I did actually give that guy 5 seconds down the front stretch, and he just lost it all in the first 2 corners. I'm sorry, but like, try better at that point. I'm still wrong for trying to pass you with like, what else do I do? Just give up. What else am I just gonna do? Like, give up? I had to drive because there's another GT4 by running down on me, and if I let that guy by, he's gonna sit in my way.
Session is
I had fucking no choice than other to dive bomb you. try to go for to pass there. It's just you don't have a fucking choice. And then O'Brien improves on the last attempt. Oh, fuck off. Lucky bastards. It's like, come on. Bullshit there. You get lucky. It's just decently pleasurable. Fucking hell, the temperature has gone even further up. It's not like we're getting cooked already. We're getting cooked squared. Oh yeah, we need a bit more fuel to actually get to the end of the race. Alright, I didn't calculate the fuel that I need. How much fuel do I need actually? We're burning about 1.43 liters per lap. Hello calculator, would you kindly actually open? And then 4 calculators open. Brilliant! As always. Useless as always. That's always what I'm trying to say. But, 30 divided by memory recall. Yeah, let's just calculate with 22 plus 2. 24 times 1.43 it says. What's the difference between 1.45? It's 35 liters and 24 times 1.5. 36 liters. Well, that's making a massive difference. Oh, hey, thanks. For 30 seconds. We're going to take 36 liters. Do we have something else we want to just...
20 seconds.
No, I don't think so. We'll have the brake ducts already and the rear completely open to maybe help this rear tire. So, and we have to do some moves at the start here to get our positions. I mean, it was a scruffy as hell lap, but it just unfortunately stood as my fastest lap. Also, we are 4 Cup cars, technically. The next Cup car is just further down the field. Has to be said. He got eaten by the fastest ST cars, which is not too bad. Like he's technically a rookie, so it's a rookie, although he beat me in the Alton Park race. He was faster than me there. So I was also driving 650s. Right. I mean, we could see in our mirror over there. The red and white Porsche Cup car. No, speed limited.
Green light, go, go, go.
Ah, hit the rev limiter there.
Car on the right, clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Dispatched off Peter. Now it's Joel. As I said, I'm probably not expecting us to really see GT4 traffic. Although we could potentially see some at the closing stages of the race. Damn, how fast he's taking this car on the opening lap. Totally fearless. We need to take probably care of our rear tire. That's probably a decent idea to do. If we don't, we probably die. So I'm really getting toasty before we even got enough to pressure fully. Oh, I didn't adjust my... Right, I didn't adjust my tire pressures for the race. In terms of reducing the additional front pressure due to low fuel running. But it shouldn't make too much of a difference because we're... Okay? Hello, car. You're willing to take the corner, right? Oh, that was a bit of a wiggle. Brakes. Ooh, it's quite slippery on the inside there. Just give Peter a lap or two and he's now up to pace. And hungry for revenge.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
I'm getting tire lockups everywhere. I don't know, I haven't looked at the streaming channel to see if somebody else is streaming it. Heck, I was running so late that I didn't post it myself on my own stream.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Joel is pulling away slightly. Fun to stay there. $26.6, $26.8. We're close, but he's slightly faster. corner is really the Achilles heel. Yeah, there's an event stream channel. Oh man, this lap has been bad, and he's on an absolute banger. I just cannot figure out a couple of corners around this track to take them properly. Like, I'm pretty sure the corner after the corkscrew, that's not how you take it. It's a terrible line for there. And yeah, he went like a full second faster there than me. And beat his last lap time by a whole half a second. So I went slow and he went even quicker than ever before. No!
Got some light damage on the front of the car.
Start. Oh, great. When you just push this slight bit further and it just dies. Last time around I got away with driving into the gravel from Qualy. Lorace? No. This is if I get away with that. And now a decent chance is that I've actually taken some aero damage here. Low brakes. And I mean, catching Peter is a bit of a challenge and a half. Yep. Both of my rear tires are overheating. I mean, I just spun, okay. Never mind! That's probably the reason why they're high pressure and hot. $27.0 from Peter. 26.2 from me. Don't look at your tire pressures in this sector. But yeah, they look better than before. I mean, I still have 2/3 of the race to go. It's not impossible to catch Peter if he doesn't pick up the pace. Although he might fairly quickly realize what's going on. I'll try to do something about it. a really shoddy lap, and Peter fires back with a not much faster lap than his last time around, but I was slightly slower. So there's that. This is not helping. Hello, shitbox, but you can't make the corner. Not kill me on the way out again. It's like it has the pace for one fast lap, and then it's just now everything's gone. Lukas is just going really slow now.
Yellow flag ahead. Good job. There's a slow car up ahead.
Lukas just not making any corners whatsoever. And Peter has just drawn the gap back out because I cannot drive my pace. Car's just dying now. Come on, shitbox, give me pace. I know you allow me to do 26 flats, so let me do that again. Still time losses everywhere. That was a slow lap from Peter. Slayer games.
Gaining on the car ahead is number 3. We are halfway through, not over yet.
Oh, for only 20 liters. Yeah, not only. I took 36 liters. So that'll be fine. Halfway. Stop overshooting the hairpin, Lukas. Just cost myself a lot of time there with the hairpin. And Peter didn't lose any fucking time with the GT4 traffic, so that helped as well. Not at all. It's like we're just trading decent laps at each other and nobody's really gaining anything. Incredibly boring tug of war. Come on! Don't die for the corner. I need you to go faster than this.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Although my estimation that we are not going to catch GT4 seems to have been absolutely wrong. However, Peter seems to be incredibly lucky with the GT4 traffic, because he seems to not get caught up by any of them and lose a single tenth of a second. Goddamn.
The car had his sector 1.
And I have to clear them now for sector 1. While he was able to clear them up the hill without losing a single tenth of a second.
Clear on the left.
Oh god, and there's the MUQU. Seems like tires have just packed up and left the lobby.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Got top shift there.
On the right. Clear on the right.
Oh! When you look in your left, when you look for the apex and then you see in the corner of your eye that you're suddenly getting murdered. It's not a sight that I want to see ever.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
He's lapping 26.8 still. Like, this is impossible. The tires are dead.
The car in front in sector 2.
Shut up. Tires are fucking dead.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Hello, turn. Same spot that I've been 10 minutes ago. Hello! Oh, come on. Why are you wanting to kill me like this? Oh, that's an overshoot. Complete and utter overshoot. Ah. I am already the brake ducts open as much as possible for the rear tires to survive. He's still not holding on. Hello, shitbox, would you kindly make the corner, please? I have another 30-minute race here. Not looking particularly forward because this one has dragged already. Hello, shitbox! Come on, plant! Stop dying for a moment. Would you kindly just not die for a couple of seconds? Thank you. Notice that this controller has decided to want to fall off again. Let's actually increase the ABS for once, why not? Ah!
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
Hello?
Gaining on the car ahead is number 3.
As if. Hello, shitbox, but you can't not do shit like that. Come on. No speed. And slightly too late on the brakes here, again. Millimeters late. Really boring race, honestly. Nothing the fuck happened. Spin and nothing else happened. Hello! I don't need more spins. Doesn't change the result of the race. I can literally bend the steering column and the car will still perform the same. Oh, hey, Peter. What are you doing here? Wanted to join me in sympathy?
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I was slightly too slow to actually pass him. But he's gonna be sweating bullets at that point. I think in the most recent laps he's been significantly quicker than me.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Don't murder me mid-corner there.
Yellow flag in sector 2. Slow car ahead. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out in front. Slow car ahead.
Let's actually do a bit of batter. Although I've assumed the lead now, and I'm giving you a chance to take it back.
Yeah, you guys are final lap now.
Pizza, he's just trying to give you a chance, man. Wait, did he rage quit? Let's see him pull a... Let's watch him pull Alexander. Senadi.
Leader has finished the race.
He actually nearly did it.
Car on
Oh.
the left. There's light damage on the left of the car. Clear on the left.
I'm sorry, I couldn't do anything at that point anymore. That corner's hell enough for me. I can't go straight free. I'm sorry, I can't. I was out of control. Where's the point of turning?
Great job, man. B2. Bring it back to wins.
Oh man. I think now the car's out of alignment as well. Oh man. I'm sorry for closing the door there, but I was completely out of control by that point. It's like I saw you go for it, but there was just nothing I could do with my line anymore. The car was dying and there was not that much I could do about it. So come on, he finishes in P11 as the slowest cup car. I mean, he took a challenge onto himself with driving this thing. A challenge is an understatement. It's really tough, this car on this track. Most tracks I would say this car isn't as tough, but this track has been fucking tough. I mean, there's a reason when O'Brien has a spin counter in approaching the double digits. And that has gotten really unlucky with takeouts, or yeah, this thing is really fucking tough to drive. Right, we have a second race also coming up. No, still. So, that's fun. Maybe we can improve the setup. No, we can't. I mean, we can, but like, what the hell am I going to do to help this car? It's like a lost cause already. Before I even touch the setup. I can watch the final lap, final corner. Hello. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm complete. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, he was barely alongside as well, so it's fine. I think that's fine on both sides. It's just, I couldn't open the door anymore. At this point, I'm completely lost. Like, I just only got there for the alive. And he luckily straightened me back out because he nearly pit maneuvered me there. That was for tight. It was a lap prior. We're headed in here. He moved to the right when... Yeah, it doesn't break itself particularly well on the grass there. Does it? Huh? I mean, I overshot the corner completely there. Like, I messed up my braking point. Like, if Ilpo noticed him going right... What is the onboard of the... Yeah, he has a massive rear view mirror. Ilpo, you're fucking blind. Look at the fucking mirror here. You have so much mirror real estate there. And it's not like he's been following you for a corner here. You know what's about to happen. I will say that, I was like, it's just... Because you see he's committing at this point to the right, and it's just, yeah, you're turning as well, but you need to in that moment open up your steering and stop turning right, because it's kind of terrible if you do continue. Like that, but right, okay. 16 liters, anything else I need to change on the side? Weather conditions slightly colder, but I don't think this makes particularly... Well, it does probably make a slight difference. Because we've been like on the... Nah, I think on the race we were actually on higher pressure side. Whatever. I was just going to fucking drive. Don't give a shit, just drive. Right, ignition. Starter. And just roll out. Oh, the what? Roll out. Right. So, let's see if I can make a bit less graphical for Glab.
Slow car ahead.
Thanks. Quite close there, so go. Ilpo, no! Oh, don't slow down in the middle of the track! That cost me a bit of time. Ah, 27 will.
That's not bad.
Now I'm stuck behind an ST.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh, bye bye. I think he has also embedded himself into the wall there. Fun part is that I now have
Yellow flag, be careful there.
David and Janetta. I think that was the guy who I collided with in the previous qualifying session. That's not good that I collided with him. If it was him, that was really not good.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Yellow flag in sector 3. Yellow flag, be careful. Other matrix is being customized.
You come out of the pits just to revenge yourself again on me.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Yeah, it cost me quite a bit. Yes, the other two are bogged down in traffic as well. Because I'm sure they can beat that time. Although it seems, besides T1, it seems downright perfect, the lab.
Losing time
Ah, come on.
That invalidated.
Yes, but at least the problems at that point. Yeah, it can perform decently. I think it's a bit of a challenge to find the time. When the others are out there. Pete has a decent gap right now. Track. Problem is how long it takes to get to the pit exit. Means that by the time you're actually on the track, in terms of traffic has completely changed in the meantime. Oh hey, there's Peter, and he improved. Wasn't particularly too surprising.
Slow car ahead.
Wait, I didn't take a fresh set of tires. I didn't open the setup menu, I think. I think this is a one set that I'm on.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Whatever, it's down cold again, so... Yep, that helps.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
There was no inch whatsoever there anymore. There was nothing. Nothing. Oh, and I'm going to catch him. Ah.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Actually, he's just about gonna escape me.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Oh, bad exit. I could have had Peter even here.
Yellow flag, be careful there. Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
I don't think I will prove. I'll just abandon at this point. Those are all tires as well, I'm pretty sure, so let's just at this point abandon. I will leave this to Peter. I got close, but that was more or less a perfect lap, besides the final corner. Like, there was nothing. It's like, I could have had him there, but the final corner I just slightly messed up, and this car just doesn't give the room to forgive such any mistakes. No, I must have selected just a different car right now. Hello. So, my car, current setup. Oh yeah, right, I probably want to save the set. Actually, how much wear and tear do these sets have on them? Light graining on the rear oftentimes. Set 5 as well, which was the set that I just ran qualifying. Set 6. The race has some blisters on the rear right. Not too surprising considering what we put the set through. Right, we know how much fuel we need. 36 liters. Right by slightly forward, it'll do. We're running more fuel, so that should be fine. Tire pressures were okay, I think. And then carb. Lag 1. So. Right, Dallas is still on a flyer, but he hasn't been able to improve so far. Cool Money is really struggling a bit with the car. Like, he's been pretty good, honestly, so... Like, okay, he wasn't... just because he finished one race in front of me has a bit messed with my perception of his pace, because he wasn't particularly fast in the Suzuka race either. But he then proceeded to get actually a decent running position by just not dying or getting into any trouble. He just didn't get into any trouble, just ran a clean race till he ran out of fuel in the end. And he could have definitely done something even when he was short fuel towards the end, in terms of just going, wait a second, I need more fuel. Wait a second, I could just save some fuel, because he did no fuel saving and just ran the car dry. I mean, it was pretty obvious even in the closing laps that he was going to run the thing dry. The last few laps that you didn't need the math degree to figure out that he was running dry. Right, Dallas died. Crab brave. Remember GT4 here. Are we going to see a change in the GT4 ball? So in case it's interesting right now, the there's one ST that is down in the GT4 order here. It's passed by the other two. But there was about a second between this. They were about 5.5 seconds slower than us. And then another... oh boy, we look really funny when we're jacked up. Hi Peter, how are you doing? Because the cars always has to be lifted up and then be perpendicular to the track. It's be lifted up but not equally up, it just gets lifted straight up. Which causes tracks like this to look quite funny. Looks also very funny at Brands Hatch, because of the banking there. Approaching the first turn, right. Do we need to do anything to the set right now? Temperatures have gone up again. So I guess we're gonna take some pressures out of the tires. Besides that, really, there's not much we can do, honestly. Right, okay. Done it all. Now, round 2.
30 seconds.
Fight. Engine started. Put the keyboard away again. And now let's fucking do this. Porsche Cup versus Porsche Cup. Why I said that? Don't ask me. Pink car versus pink car.
Go in double file.
Peter's a bit far forward right now.
Green light. Give me all you can. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
He's not making... Oh no! Last me when my brakes didn't fully work there. I preheated them and everything. As soon as I pressed the brakes, it just seized up despite my ABS being actually turned up. I suck at driving that specific corner.
Well done, mate. That's not best. Yellow flag in sector 3.
Not quite the correct rotation mid corner there. Had too much understeer there. Oh god, it's a bit deep. Gonna lock up there over the hill. Force feedback through there is really weird. It has like this weird vibration now. Which I don't really feel for the wheel and more through the rest of the rig. Oh, God. So what affects tire temps in the AC? Well, grip. If they're too hot, they also start blistering. They don't like to be too hot. Now, obviously the display that I have isn't quite 100% accurate in terms of the correct temperatures windows, but I can tell you the brakes. I can tell you the rear right is a bit toasty. The ambient temperature is very hot, as you can see. I mean, it's not particularly hot for this region. But you have to know that it's still very hot. 45 degrees Celsius. Right. This is race 2, by the way. As you've just joined us. Race 1, Dallas won by a mile. In front of me because Peter decided to die in sympathy for me. In this race, I qualified the other way around. So Peter in the lead, with Joe last, and we stayed the same order for T1. Until a lap ago, we were actually pretty tight together. It's multi-class, so we're going to catch the GT4s in about like 5 to 10 minutes. We should start catching GT4s regularly to spice this thing even more up. But really, there's technically 4 cups, but there's 3 people with, including me, that are on crack cocaine in terms of our pace. That's us 3. Yep, I can adjust them individually. I've opened up the rear brake duct as much as it's possible to just give the tire a chance to cool. Ooh, fuck. But yeah, my rear brake ducts are on the maximum setting 6 and my front brake ducts are at 4. And brakes do affect quite intensely the tire temperatures in ACC, especially since the 1.8 update. Before 1.8 you didn't really need to care about tire temps too much. But since 1.8 the tire temps are very heavily linked to the ambient and brake temperatures, so you need to adjust the brake ducts oftentimes if the temperature changes massively. Oh no, Peter! You were so nicely in the lead, come on! I'm not gonna complain. Yep, that's pretty cool with ACC. Right, we've just taken the lead. The Porsche Cup that we're driving here is incredibly difficult to drive. These are really good drivers we're going up against. And I'm not particularly far away from dying either. I've spun the first race and had multiple close calls. This car will probably bite me in the ass before the race is over. It's highly rewarding to drive, but I think this is one of the most difficult circuits to drive on. And it's not really because of the corkscrew. The corkscrew is pretty fine. The corner after is a bit of a shit show. But a lot of these corners you can get killed on the exits because of the lack of TC. Which usually isn't too much of a problem with the Cup car, because of its rear engine nature. Because of the rear engine nature, it's quite... When you get some power down, the thing will immediately plant the rear axle down, so you can just put more power down. So usually TC isn't really that much of an importance with a Porsche. But on this track you have a couple of corners that can really bite you in the ass. For example, this corner here, where if you drive in first gear out of it, you're dead. You're not gonna make it. The thing just wheel spins and kills you. It would help if I actually got stopped. I mean, this is long from over. We have Joe Dallas, the previous race winner, right behind us. And Peter is also only 5 seconds behind, so... The gaps in the previous race were at this point longer, in terms of me being back. Come on, Lucas, get your shit back together. Just Porsche things. Right, I need to get back in focus. Hello, I'm on 3rd gear, thank you. Because I just lost massive amounts of time last lap. Because these people can do sub 25s easily. Although I did also sub, not sub 25, sorry, sub 26s.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
My last lap was a 27.3. Oh god, that was risky. That's where I died last time. Oh, okay. Well then, it's a short race, so see you another time probably. And he just needs a single mistake to get by. And we now have traffic. Brilliant. Yeah. Well, honestly, my fastest lap in the second qualifying was like just driving it smoothly. That was a really nice lap there. Joe followed me through there. The next pack we will have in the first sector, most likely. Although actually, we will clear this guy before. Just decide which side of the road you want to do. That should help me a bit. In terms of just throwing cars between me and him. We have another. It seems in the race the STs are quite a bit slower than in qualifying because we have a bunch of STs that are running in the GT4 midfield. Or there was a pile up behind us, I don't know. Oh god, I lost all my time in this lap because I didn't push the rest of the lap. What the hell are you doing? Goes defensive when getting lapped. No, no. Stop it, seriously. Oh, come on. Fucking asshole there. Stop blocking, you're getting lapped. This would have worked cleanly if this guy didn't just block me off the road. Ah! Out of the leads of the race. And yeah, thanks. I just got nuked by this ST driver that doesn't have a clue what the hell he's doing. Like, man, he just drove me off the road there, and I had to go for that pass because if I backed out, I'd lose the position. He needed to yield there. You can't defend, for fuck's sakes. You're the lapped car. You're not supposed to defend, for fuck's sakes. These people need to learn that, for God's sakes.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Hello, shitbox. Could you only keep pointing the right way?
Losing time to the car in front in sector 2.
Oh, pizza. Why did you sign up for the cab?
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the
Okay, I'm getting dive bombed by the GT4 now.
left. Clear on the left.
Oh, that's a new one.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh, he got stuck hard right now behind this gaggle of GT4s. He's just not making any passes there. I don't know what his end game is. Waiting for me? So he has a fight? It doesn't seem like he's going for anything. Then he clears them just as I come onto the front stretch. I'm not gonna be able to clear both of them.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
This guy was trying to go around the outside of me. Applause for the bravery, but like this just doesn't work, mate.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Thank you. Chief, that's not how you take the corner. And we're back into the lead. With actually 2 minutes remaining, I just noticed this race has gone over in a flu. Just went by. The first race was a slogfest. Because at any point there was constantly something happening. But yeah, what cost him dearly there was when he decided to sit behind that gaggle of GT4s for like nearly an entire lap. That cost him really a lot. But that's a definitive moment there. But this is long from over because we still have only one more lap to this. But one more lap is enough. More than enough.
There's a slow car ahead.
He's gonna try everything for the final lap here.
Right, mate. This is your last lap and you're the leader. Keep it together.
I think I've never been so much under pressure when I got that specific message. That specific yield, the leader message.
Yellow flag accepted. Slow car ahead.
Thank you, mate. Well, low fuel.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Why both of you and Peter have decided they want to try putting the nose alongside in that corner is pure insanity to me.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Because this is the easy decision corner for that.
Excellent job, mate. B1. What a race.
Fucking yes.
Bring it back.
Didn't particularly expect to be winning when I started tonight, but hey, I'm gonna take the win. Peter, unfortunately, well, he had about as much luck as usual. Poor Peter. Take some hit bits. Oh man, you unlucky bastard. Oh man, I got wrecked in that race and still came back. But he would have won this if he didn't like spin again. Probably after that spun more. Could totally won this. Hey! Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Need to definitely save that replay. Pull up the menu. Save replay. Okay. Replay saved. Ah, right. Peter is the fastest lap. I 7 consultation for that. Man, that was a race. I mean, race was definitely better than the first, not just because I won. Because it didn't just involve... I guess I scared him enough there, and I just lifted off there just to avoid getting an advantage. Lift slightly there. Nearly hitting the thing. Yeah, I switched probably too late onto the brakes. And then too hard, and it just didn't stop at that point anymore. Yeah, here it is. Here's our sample of not particularly bright driving. Yeah, he just kept squeezing me over. Oh boy, it's actually worse than I imagined. Okay, it's not as... Like, he just kept squeezing me despite me committing to his side. Okay, I could have totally backed out at this point. But I didn't need to slam into him there. Except that I want to straight line the corner as much. But then he turns in like I'm not even the fuck there. Like, dude. That he squeezes me off the road there is one thing. Right? But then that he decides to just... What's this, RF? I don't know. I can look at the replay just now. But like, that he squeezes me off of the road there is one thing. But then he just turns it like I'm not even there. Like... What? The next lap. I mean, this corner's already like interesting because he goes defensive. I'm lapping you. I'm the race leader. Never go defensive there. Let's go on the onboard. Oh yeah, this car has shit mirrors. I forgot about that part. You have barely any mirrors that you see. Right, but you see there's a lot of Porsche in the left side mirror suddenly. And then he... Yeah, that's intentional. That's totally intentional. I'm sorry, but that one is totally intentional. Yep. He doesn't turn in for the apex. He's just pissed that I bumped him there. And decides to then just end my race right there. I mean, he just ran his racing line up. I think he didn't even like intentionally squeeze me there. He just didn't care that there was a car. And just ran the racing line up the hill and just went like, well, fuck you. And the reality is, despite that me... Okay, at this point I'm very much alongside. But like, the reality of me being... At this point, for example, not particularly much alongside and having to go already quite a bit to the left. It's the natural trajectory to go to the inside in this case to pass. Because the next corner he has to stay technically on the outside to enter it. Like, it's another left-hander, so it makes sense that he just stays right and lets the car behind pass him up the hill. And you can also see the car looks way closer than it actually is. Because you look, there's the car. But it's just, he doesn't care that there's a car in his left side mirror and just continues to run the racing line up the hill, doesn't care. Then I bump him there, and then he just murders me. That's pretty clearly intentional. And if he isn't coming to me to apologize, then... He actually had a decent qualifying, so he wasn't like slow particularly. He was the second fastest qualifying ST car. Which, that's a pretty insane feat. Like, come on, dude. You're this category of driver that I really dislike, that like know roughly how to drive, are fast but don't know how to drive. Also, I don't know how he did that. He just collided with the other guy there. How this car has white front wheels and black rear rims. It's interesting looking. I'll definitely admit that. Man, my car stands out a lot. It looks so fucking cool. I love the livery there on my car. Yeah, let's just follow him for a bit. I think in lap 2 he dies. Not through him then so far back that he was in the middle of the GT4 pack when I called him. Oh, he just gets hit there, slightly. That's mainly the guy behind misjudged slightly his braking. Do we see any more murder? Or does he die on his own? Because I think he saw him dead in C1. Yeah, he seems pretty alive. Pretty alive and well. Or is it more towards the middle of the lap? I don't know. He seems to be a decently quick driver, it's just... it isn't screwed on properly, I guess. Ah yeah, he just over-rotates the counter entry there. And dies. Which that's an F. But he seems to wait here, patiently. Doesn't do anything too rash. You could totally rejoin there, honestly. Just put all steering lock to left and then turn. Because, I see. With a bit less throttle, but it's hard on the grass. But you could totally, out of his first position, he could have totally rejoined while the traffic was coming by. On the inside there. Totally was possible. Didn't really need to wait. Oof. That's a bit of a sight when you come down the hill and there's suddenly Lambo. I want to see that from the cockpit. Ooh, when you want to go for the apex and you suddenly see a blue Lambo in the middle of the track there. Yeah, that explains why he was in the middle of the GT4 field, because he was last after a spin in lap 2. So he was just on a recovery drive at that point. Yeah, it's a bit of an iffy situation there. would have probably just gone straight over the pit entry there and just given no fucks about it. Track cuts I haven't amassed any during this race, so I just would have just gotten there one and cleared the car. Or just gone around the outside. But he seems to very much pick his... David, why are you defending against an ST? Can I seriously ask you why? That's wholeheartedly not particularly smart, and then you let him by. Okay. Yeah, that downhill section for sure is scary when parked. Oh, he crashed here again. Because I saw that this lap was a particularly longer one. I mean, you can't see the bottom of the UI because the UI isn't running. I guess the same issues that the Porsche had with this corner befall also the Lambo. If you drive way too quick in there. Aw, that's pain. And his race just sucked up until that point, and then suddenly some Porsche pushes himself by and just door bangs you out of the way. It's just like, fuck that guy, turn in and murder him. Fuck that shit, I'm out of here. Fuck that guy and fuck the shit, I'm out of here. Understandable. It's not a great thing to do because that kind of nearly fucked up my race. To take out the race leader is still a particularly great idea, but hey, I kind of understand where he's coming from. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do with him. I don't think anybody besides myself. I haven't looked actually at his name. I think it was the 47. Oh yeah, right. I can't resolve his name if but I know his qualifying position. So I can resolve his name by looking at the qualifying position. Also, I can just look at the at my stream back and then see that he because it's displayed then when I was driving behind him his name. But it doesn't matter. I don't need to shit talk him on stream, but publicly that's just not necessary. It's just unnecessary. I mean, he's one of the many Lambo drivers, so it's not impossible to figure out, but the results haven't come in yet of the race, so I'm waiting for those to come in. I have 2 pings. They are from this Discord. Hitchhike. Movie votes, very interesting. Anyone with vibe? Maybe. I mean, I'm done with a race here, so. Or do I just want to sleep because I have barely gotten any sleep, honestly. I went fairly early to bed, but didn't get any like extra sleep for some reason. God, the meme. Give me a sec. I have something on my desktop. No, I don't. It's probably a decent idea to perhaps open it in browser and bring the browser back over. To show this meme properly. Okay, try this and you skill Lichten. It was like really good R-Factor 2 driver, especially in open wheelers. Front wing 1, rear wing max. It's just completely asymmetric cambers, brake pressure all over the place. Oh, the tire pressures are just everywhere. It's like, what the fuck is this set? It gets more cursed by the minute. I mean, the stiff front suspension compared to the rear is probably like sensible for F1. But besides that, it's just like, man. Alright, okay. Well then, let's just finish the stream up. Right. Back here. Give me a sec. I'll switch my overlays over here. Where do we have it? Hello. God, I can't leave my monitor access back. Thanks. I appreciate that. Right, okay, good. Don't do that. I mean, I can't do not sleeping for 24 hours. My body would just go clack and I would just fall asleep. I've had to occasionally have to deal with that when I'm doing like different when I'm not having when I have actually slept the last 24 hours, but I'm just tired because of my sleep rhythm being, or my body just deciding to fuck me over. But this sleep deprivation is stuff that you definitely don't want to trip on. That's not particularly fun. I've had it only once in a 24 hours where I've dealt with that. Because usually I sleep at one point for like a couple of hours, which is fine. It's like 1 or 2 hours of sleep, totally fine. I'm recovered, at least for the next couple of hours before I fall asleep again. But it's enough for me to just get a bit of sleep, and usually it's enough to get to the end of the race then, and then take a lot of sleep. But yeah, it's okay. It's not particularly healthy to not sleep in 24 hours, but there's people who do it fine. But if I would do anything close to that, it would just completely and utterly fuck me up. I have to be careful with my sleep because it's otherwise. Because passing out is not particularly fun, and when I get sleep deprived, it's just tripping between being asleep and being awake, passing in and out of consciousness. Is not particularly fun. I've had it happen to me driving IRL. It's really not fun then, and I've had it happening in sim. It has happened to me playing a bunch of different games. Happened to me in basically every situation. Standing, lying. I think not standing. Standing I think I haven't done yet, but I've definitely done things that can't be mentioned here, and it has happened, and it's not particularly funny. You should get sufficient rest. Yeah. Listen to the Battermail lullaby, and you go to sleep. Morpher. I can't sing, sorry. I'm not gonna scar your ears. But yeah. But yes, sleep rhythm. Like, I screw occasionally with my sleep rhythm, but get it back together halfway. I mean, waking up at 2 in the morning to do a race is already screwing with your sleep rhythm, but that's within parameters. I've inverted my sleep rhythm at times. That's not particularly fun either, but hey, I can work with this stuff. That's the fun. That's dealable. But when you just pass out while you're doing something, that's really not good. Especially when doing things that are quite dangerous. That's really not good. And yeah, I haven't dealt too often with it. With it in actual dangerous situations. I've dealt with it while writing code occasionally. It's just like, well, I should really go to bed at this point. And it has happened with sim racing only once. So yeah. Right. Okay. Well then. I want to end this so I can actually sleep. So then. I guess. Whoop. The curtain has fallen. I'm no longer here. I'm invisible. Ooh. But yeah. Right then. Okay. The obligatory bang bang.